create a new one, teeming with life, that knows not what it is lost, but only what it has been given. A grateful universe.
Born out of blood.
They'll never know it. Because you won't be alive to tell them.
What are the top 10 MCU movies that fans claim are almost perfect? Let's find out. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has been a game changer in the world of cinema, captivating audiences with its intricate storyline, memorable characters, and epic battles. But what makes an MCU movie truly stand out from the rest? For me, it's the perfect blend of action, humor, and heart, which leaves a lasting impact long after the credits roll. Finding MCU movies that not only entertain but also resonate deeply with audiences is a tough task. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of a well-executed action sequence or a witty one-liner, but it's the films that touch our hearts and minds that truly leave a mark.
Doctor! What's up? I never yielded! And as you can see, I am not dead!
So what's your favorite MCU movie? Let me know in the comments below. Before that, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more amazing content. Let's start the video now without further delay. Number 10, Doctor Strange.
I tried to protect you.
From the truth.
From yourself.
I have a new teacher now.
Dormammu deceives you. You have no idea what he truly is.
Is a 2016 Marvel superhero film directed by Scott Derrickson. It is the 14th movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and stars Benedict Cumberbatch as Dr. Stephen Strange. The film follows the story of a talented but arrogant neurosurgeon who loses the use of his hands in a car accident. In search of a cure, he travels to Nepal, where he encounters the Ancient One and learns about the mystical arts.
You have to surrender to its current and use its power as your own.
Well, I control it by surrendering control? It doesn't make any sense.
Not everything does. Not everything has to.
The movie is known for its mind-bending visuals and intricate depiction of magic, with key supporting roles played by Chiwetel Ejiofor as Mordo, Rachel McAdams as Christine Palmer, and Mads Mikkelsen as the antagonist Caecilius. Doctor Strange introduces the concept of the multiverse, time manipulation, and new dimensions to the MCU, which plays a critical role in subsequent films.
Allowing them to take the strain we cannot. This is the staff of the living tribunal.
It was praised for its groundbreaking visual effects and Cumberbatch's portrayal of the character, though it also sparked discussions about casting, especially concerning the Ancient One's depiction. Number 9, Captain America: Civil War.
What do we do, Cap?
We fight.
This is gonna end well.
Is a 2016 superhero film from Marvel Studios directed by Anthony and Joe Russo. It is the 13th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the third installment in the Captain America series. The plot centers around the aftermath of previous Avengers missions, where global governments push for oversight and accountability over the superhero team after significant collateral damage.
Umlo's on the 3rd floor. Wanda, just like we practiced.
What about the gas?
Get it out.
This leads to the introduction of the Sokovia Accords, a document that divides the Avengers into two factions, one led by Tony Stark, who supports government oversight, and the other by Steve Rogers, who opposes it, believing it would limit their ability to protect people.
It's the best lead we've had on Momo in 6 months. I don't want to lose him.
If he sees us coming, that won't be a problem. He kinda hates us.
The conflict escalates when the Winter Soldier Steve's old friend is implicated in a terrorist attack. The movie was praised for its action sequences, especially the famous airport battle scene, character development, moral and political themes. It was both a commercial and critical success. Number 8, Iron Man.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
Is a 2008 film that launched the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Directed by Jon Favreau, it stars Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, a billionaire industrialist and genius inventor. The film tells the origin story of Iron Man, one of Marvel's most iconic characters. The story begins with Tony Stark being captured by a terrorist group in Afghanistan after demonstrating his company's latest weapons technology. During his captivity, Stark is forced to build a weapon, but instead constructs an armored suit to escape. This experience changes his outlook on life, leading him to cease arms manufacturing and focus on using his technology for good.
Move with me. Come on, we got a plan. We're gonna stick to it.
This was always the plan, Stark.
Come on, you gotta go see your family. Get up.
My family's dead. I'm going to see them now, Stark.
he perfects his armored suit and becomes Iron Man, a superhero dedicated to fighting evil and protecting the world. The film also features Gwyneth Paltrow as Pepper Potts, Tony's assistant and love interest, and Jeff Bridges as Obadiah Stane, the main antagonist. Stane, a close associate of Stark, becomes a rival and ultimately tries to take over Stark Industries while using the company's resources to build a rival armored suit.
Day 11, test 37, configuration 2.0. For lack of a better option, dummy is still on fire safety. If you douse me again and I'm not on fire, I'm donating you to City College.
Iron Man was a critical and commercial success, praised for Downey Jr.'s performance, sharp dialogue, and innovative visual effects. Its success was pivotal in establishing the MCU, with Tony Stark Iron Man becoming one of the central figures of the franchise. Number 7, Guardians of the Galaxy.
There's one thing I hate, it's a man without integrity. Peter Quill, people call me Star-Lord.
You have the bearing of a man of honor.
Well, I wouldn't say that. People say it about me.
Is a 2014 space opera and superhero film directed by James Gunn, part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It is the 10th film in the MCU and marked a significant tonal shift in the franchise with its blend of humor, action, and a retro soundtrack.
Companion, what were you retrieving? You're an imbecile.
The plot follows Peter Quill, who, after stealing a mysterious orb, becomes the target of the powerful villain Ronan the Accuser. Together, they form an unlikely alliance to prevent Ronan from using the orb's immense power to destroy planets. The orb is revealed to be one of the 6 Infinity Stones, an important element in the MCU's larger storyline.
You go through us! Or, more accurately, we go through you!
Despite their differences, the group becomes a surrogate family and takes on the name Guardians of the Galaxy. It introduced audiences to a new corner of the MCU, expanding the universe beyond Earth and establishing the cosmic side of the franchise. Number 6, Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Know how to work as a team.
Me neither.
Well, I do. I have been in a team, okay? I don't want to brag, but I will. I was in the Avengers.
The Avengers?
Yeah.
That's great!
Thank you.
What is that?
Is a 2021 superhero film directed by John Watts and is part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It is the 3rd movie in the Tom Holland-led Spider-Man series. The movie picks up where Far From Home left off, with Spider-Man's identity revealed to the world by Mysterio. As Peter's life spirals out of control due to the exposure, he turns to Doctor Strange for help.
What's that for?
It's my web fluid. It's for my web shooters. Why?
Whoa!
That came out of you.
Yeah. You can't do that, huh?
No? How on earth?
Strange casts a spell to make the world forget Peter's secret identity, but it goes wrong and accidentally opens up the multiverse. As a result, villains from other Spider-Man universes, including the Sam Raimi and Mark Webb films, are brought into the MCU.
Crawl around.
Crawl around?
Yes.
No.
Yes, crawl around.
Why do I need to crawl around?
Because this is not enough.
This is plenty.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It is.
No.
Spider-Man: No Way Home was a massive box office success and received critical acclaim for its ambitious multiverse concept, emotional moments, fan service, and performances. It became one of the highest-grossing films of all time and is celebrated for bringing together different Spider-Man film franchises in a way that delighted both fans and critics alike. Number 5, Thor: Ragnarok.
Voice activation required.
Thor.
Access denied.
Thor, Son of Odin.
Is a 2017 superhero film directed by Taika and the 3rd installment in the Thor series within the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The movie is known for its radical tonal shift compared to the previous Thor films, embracing a comedic, vibrant, and fast-paced style, while also deepening Thor's character arc. The story begins with Thor discovering that the prophesied Ragnarok, the end of Asgard, is imminent.
But then I decide to go out there and investigate. And what do I find but the 9 realms completely in chaos? Enemies of Asgard assembling, plotting.
After being banished to the planet Sakaar by his long-lost sister Hela, the goddess of death, Thor finds himself imprisoned and forced to fight in gladiator matches. Thor: Ragnarok was a critical and commercial success, praised for its humor, visual style, and fresh take on the character of Thor.
It's a shame. I would have liked to have seen that.
You must be Hela. And Thor, Son of Odin.
Really? You don't look like him.
Perhaps we can come to an arrangement.
You sound like him.
Kate Blanchett's portrayal of Hela was also well received, and the film reinvigorated the Thor franchise, setting the stage for Thor's later appearances in Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame. Number 4, Avengers: Infinity War.
All right, let me ask you this one time.
What master do you serve? What master do I serve? What am I supposed to say, Jesus?
Is a 2018 superhero film directed by Anthony and Joe Russo and is the 19th installment in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It is the first part of the epic culmination of the MCU's decade-long storyline, leading into Avengers Endgame. The plot revolves around Thanos' quest to collect all 6 Infinity Stones' powerful artifacts that, when combined in his Infinity Gauntlet, will allow him to wipe out half of all life in the universe with a snap of his fingers. The Avengers, along with the Guardians of the Galaxy, work to stop him as he travels from planet to planet, destroying everything in his path.
Thanos will have that stone.
It's not gonna happen.
You are in Wakanda now. Thanos will have nothing but dust and blood.
Thanos' motivation stems from his belief that the universe is overpopulated and that eliminating half of its life will bring balance and prevent mass suffering. His character is portrayed with depth and complexity, making him one of the most compelling villains in the MCU. The film's dramatic climax takes place in Wakanda, where the Avengers try to stop Thanos from obtaining the Mind Stone, which is embedded in Vision. Despite their efforts,
I told you. You die for that.
Thanos successfully completes his mission and, in one of the most shocking moments in cinema, snaps his fingers. Infinity War was a massive box office success and received widespread critical acclaim for its ambitious storytelling, action sequences, and emotional weight. It is often regarded as one of the best films in the MCU and set the stage for the resolution of the Infinity Saga. Number 3. Avengers Endgame.
Time travel! What?
Is a 2019 epic conclusion to the Infinity Saga and the direct sequel to Avengers, Infinity War. Directed by Anthony and Joe Russo, it is the 22nd film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and features one of the most iconic ensemble casts in cinema history. The film picks up after the devastating events of Infinity War, where Thanos used the Infinity Gauntlet to wipe out half of all life in the universe.
Let me do something good, something right.
Look, it's not just the fact that that glove is channeling enough energy to light up a continent. I'm telling you, you're in no condition.
The remaining Avengers are struggling to cope with the loss and failure, but when Ant-Man escapes the quantum realm, he presents the idea of time travel as a way to undo Thanos' snap. The Avengers then devise a plan to travel back in time to collect the Infinity Stones before Thanos can get them, creating alternate timelines to retrieve the stones and restore the lost lives. This involves revisiting key moments from previous MCU films, allowing for nostalgic callbacks to significant events. Avengers Endgame became the highest-grossing film of all time. It is celebrated as one of the greatest superhero films ever made and provided a satisfying conclusion to the Infinity Saga. Number 2, Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Just let me know.
I'll keep it in mind.
Hey, fellas. Either one of you know where the Smithsonian is? I'm here to pick up a fossil.
Is a 2014 film's second installment in the Captain America film series and the 9th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, directed by Anthony and Joe Russo. The film is set after the events of the Avengers and follows Steve Rogers as he adjusts to life in the modern world while continuing to work for S.H.I.E.L.D. alongside Black Widow. When Nick Fury uncovers a conspiracy within S.H.I.E.L.D., he is attacked and gravely wounded by a mysterious assassin known as the Winter Soldier. Fury's apparent death prompts Rogers to dig deeper into the conspiracy, and he soon finds himself a target of S.H.I.E.L.D. itself. With the help of Black Widow and his new ally Sam Wilson, uncovers a shocking truth. The Winter Soldier is actually his old friend Bucky Barnes, thought to have died during World War II. Bucky has been brainwashed and turned into an assassin by Hydra, which has infiltrated S.H.I.E.L.D. at the highest levels. The film's central plot revolves around Rogers' efforts to stop Hydra's plan to use S.H.I.E.L.D.'s resources to control the world and to save Bucky from his forced servitude. The film had a major impact on the MCU, leading to the fall of S.H.I.E.L.D. and setting up important storylines for future films, including Avengers, Age of Ultron, and Captain America: Civil War. It was critically acclaimed and remains one of the most highly regarded entries in the MCU, both for its action and its intelligent, timely plot. Number 1, Black Panther.
Maybe we can still heal you.
why. So you could just lock me up.
Is a 2018 superhero film directed by Ryan Coogler and is the 18th movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The film is notable for being the first MCU movie with a predominantly black cast and for its cultural significance. The story takes place after the events of Captain America: Civil War, where T'Challa's father, King T'Chaka, was killed. T'Challa returns to his technologically advanced and isolationist African nation of Wakanda to assume the throne as king. However, his reign is challenged by Eric Killmonger, a mysterious figure with ties to Wakanda's royal family. Killmonger seeks to take the throne and use Wakanda's advanced technology to arm oppressed people of African descent worldwide, sparking a global revolution.
But he's in my custody now. He's not going anywhere. Listen, I'm doing you guys a favor by letting you even be in here.
Ukuba uphinde wakuchukumisa, takunqoma apa.
The film explores themes of identity, heritage, responsibility, and the tension between tradition and progress. It also delves into the ethical debate about Wakanda's responsibility to the outside world, contrasting T'Challa's more diplomatic approach with Killmonger's more radical vision. One of the film's standout elements is Wakanda itself, portrayed as a futuristic utopia that blends African traditions with cutting-edge technology, powered by vibranium, a powerful metal found only in Wakanda.
We have watched and listened from the mountains. We have watched with disgust as your technological advancements have been overseen by a child.
Killmonger was widely praised, with many viewing him as one of the MCU's most compelling and sympathetic villains due to his personal motivations and complex ideology. Black Panther was a massive critical and commercial success. It grossed over $1.3 billion worldwide and became a cultural phenomenon, resonating particularly with Black audiences for its portrayal of African culture and its themes of empowerment. The film received numerous accolades and was the first superhero movie to be nominated for Best Picture at the Academy Awards. It won 3 Oscars for Best Original Score, Best Costume Design, and Best Production Design, and is often regarded as one of the best films in the MCU.